Today I've got a Caldwell Lead Sled DFT 2. Now this one's a little different color because it was one of Cabela's Black Friday specials, so instead of the standard color we got nice gray. The lead sled is named that way because here is a tray for putting lead shot on. Now they say you can put like 100 pounds of lead shot on there. The lead shot comes in bags, they're like little gunny sacks. You just put the little gunny sacks on there, and that extra weight helps with recoil. This has a recoil pad built into the rear. It has adjustments on the rear. On the front can go up and down, and it also has this adjuster here that can go side to side. So once the lead sled's in place, you can adjust so your rifle is on target. There's a lock on the front to stop the up and down motion. And there's these tabs that lock it to the bars so you can adjust for rifling. Now this lock for the up and down is sort of important because what I've noticed is people that are new to these and haven't used them before, like my friends or my kids, I say, hey, go grab it out of the truck, and they grab the nearest thing, which this is the top, so they grab it by the front and boom, they pull that out, and then the bearing falls out, and this is the part of the locking mechanism. It just slips in there that locks into this groove here, and those can easily get lost. So if you're going to transport it, it's a good idea to lock that down. There is a little less known adjustment on the bottom, and that's these legs. You can pull the caps off and they're threaded. So if you really needed to, you could, or you needed some more height in the front or whatever, you could just thread some bolts in there, and then you'd have up, down on both sides. But you don't really need it for the most part. If you're just a standard shooter, you're probably going to be fine. The rear, it's built a little larger so that it can fit multiple different kinds of rifles. So if you're going to go use this for the first time, you might want to take some rags or foam blocks or cardboard with you to put on the side so that it kind of centers it and locks it in place. But it's no big deal. It's made that way for a reason. A couple of minor problems that we've ran into, which nothing against the lead sled. The lead sled's great, but like the one stock problem we had was an underfolder AK, and the underfolder has a larger buttstock because it encompasses the rifle when it's folded up, right? So it's a little wider than normal, and it doesn't quite fit. But it's okay, it's an underfolder. We just folded it up, and we made it work. We've had pistol groups that were too wide that, you know, ran into problems here, and what it happened was that raised the buttstock up, but no big deal because we were still able to catch, and it worked out fine. And every now and again we'll have an extended mag that'll hit the tray. It's just part of life. We pop the mag out and we just feed one into the chamber at a time, no big deal. We did have a problem here. This one's about 3 years old, and when the strap goes on and it's really compressed down, you can see it's putting tension on that rubber there, and it broke it. I'm a little dismayed at that. It's a bum deal, but it's still perfectly serviceable. I'm not going to do anything with it this time. I'm sure I could actually build one of these if I need to in the future, but for now it works okay. So keep that in mind, that that can happen. But overall, it's been very versatile. I have no complaints that would have stopped me from purchasing it, and I would definitely buy one of these again in a heartbeat. These were rated for like a 300 Win Mag or something like that for the largest caliber. And I think that's probably for reliability reasons, which makes perfect sense. But the first thing we did was we threw a 50 BMG in here, a bolt action, and it handled it perfectly well. There was some times when we say have like 30-06 or whatever, and we use no weight in here whatsoever. It worked fine. The larger calibers though, if you're doing like a 7 mag or like a 50, which is not suggested by the manufacturer, the weight on the sled definitely becomes more important. So I guess the last part is, you probably are thinking of this, is it worth the money? These are over $200 last I knew. They go on sale around Black Friday. Maybe you'll save like 40 bucks. Well, if you're just sighting in one rifle, maybe it's not worth the money. But with like the 50, those shells are over $5 a piece for the hunting rounds. And so it becomes more important. I mean, $5 a shot. If you have a couple where there was human error, you know, you just wasted 10 bucks. If you say run into a bad scope, we've had faulty scopes right out of the box, and we burned through a box of shells, not knowing it was a faulty scope. You know, we thought somebody was jerking the trigger or whatnot. This definitely cuts down on the amount of wasted ammo. If you're a hand loader, these are great, because if you go, it takes you time to load, ammo for groups, and if somebody pulls a shot on their group, you don't know if it was human error or not, and then you have to go back and reload that group and shoot it again. This saves you that time. This saves you that reloading money, the components you would have used. So if you're doing enough rifles, this definitely pays for itself. In my case, it has paid for itself, and I would definitely buy it again. So I hope this helps you with your guys' purchasing decision. I don't regret it whatsoever. I thought it was important to make a video because I wish I would have seen a video like this before I bought it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.